All right, hello everyone, and welcome to episode 6 of the Nameless Podcast. I'm your host, Seth Pendergrass. It's been quite a while since I actually had a last episode, but my guest here today got me to make another one. Her name is Ashley Yauch. Please introduce yourself.
Hi everyone. Okay, so my name's Ashley. I'm a junior at Ball State. I'm a communication major, so yeah, that's pretty much me. I don't know.
That's all that comes.
Yeah, that's all there is to it, you know.
There's all that there is to it. Well, I was brought to attention that I apparently needed Ashley on my show as a guest, a very special guest, and I think today's topic is going to be dating apps of all things. So, what are some dating apps that you use, Ashley?
Okay, so I use Tinder and Bumble, but I prefer Tinder over Bumble.
I've heard a lot of the opposite from many people.
Really?
Can you tell me why?
Okay, Bumble, the girl has to message first, and I'm not really about that, so that's why I prefer Tinder.
I don't know. I'm kind of in the same boat because I like the idea that either person can message first. And most of the time on Bumble, like as a guy, I never get a message first, like ever.
Really?
I always get matches, but I never get a message first, and I'm just sitting there going like, oh, well, that defeats the purpose.
Yeah, that's
almost.
Interesting. I don't know. I just feel like Tinder, I don't really have to do all the heavy lifting, so that's nice for me.
You're just like, put the work on the guys.
Yeah, I'll put it on them. If they don't message me, then it's really not worth my time.
I find it that when a girl messages me on Tinder first, like that they're very confident. So
really,
but on Bumble, I feel like it's forced.
It
almost.
is, yeah, for sure it is.
Yeah, so I don't know, and I also like the challenge on Tinder where I have to gain somebody's attention. So, yeah. I mean, you like Tinder more? Does that mean that you encounter a lot more weird guys on there then?
I would say yeah. I get like some risky messages, you know, I get some little scandalous messages, but. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't really had any weirdos, though. Like, not yet, at least. So.
Tell me a story about one of the funniest interactions you had and one of the, smoothest interactions you had.
Oh.
If you kind of know what I mean by that.
Okay, so let's see. Maybe the funniest interaction I've had on Tinder is, like, a boy messaging me on Tinder when we're in the same room. Not to at you, but...
Are you adding me?
No, like, this has genuinely happened to me. Like, I'll literally be at the library, and they'll be like, oh, we should go out sometime. And I'm like, you're sitting a table away from me. Like, just talk to me. It's not that hard.
It's really as simple as, like, if he sent you a message like, hey, look up, and then you look up and he's right there, like that.
That's weird.
That's weird?
That's weird.
You find that weird?
Yeah.
That's not funny?
No.
Why not?
Okay, because I feel like there's just something, like, sexy about confidence, you know?
Yeah?
And if they can't even come up and talk to you, then it's like, you know, what?
Well, how does he start that conversation then? Like, hey, I just matched you in Tinder over there, but now I'm here.
They just, like, I don't know, they'll message me, like, a pickup line, and they'll be, like, right in front of me, and I'm like, well, this is awkward now.
All right, that's fair.
Yeah.
Okay, guys not in the room, what's one of the, like, best pickup lines you ever got?
I don't know. That's a hard one. Okay, I feel like maybe the best pickup line I've gotten is, I don't know, something about falling from heaven, you know, that basic ass. I love those, though. Like, they're so cheesy, and I don't know. The
cheesiest ones?
Yeah, of course.
I know so many guys that they tell me what they send, and I just go, how do you go on dates, man?
Yeah.
Because some of the things they say is just so awful. For me, I'm just like, hey, I got nothing, but like, hello.
Yeah.
But that's usually all I got.
What about you? Have you ever been on a Tinder date?
No.
Really?
I don't take it seriously at all. I match with people I genuinely think are attractive, but like, I'm a junior now, freshman year, I took it more seriously, but as a junior, I'm just like,
yeah, like,
nah.
You're almost done, so
yeah.
It's like, what is the point, honestly?
I don't know, and some of the interactions I have are pretty funny, like, I'll send a joke and see if it's funny, but that's about it. And a lot of the times, like, I just end up matching with people I recognize, and it's always like, hey,
yeah, I feel that. You kind of have to match with people that you know.
Yeah, but there's also those people that you see that you know, but you don't want them to think that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you kind of have to debate, like, whether...
Yeah, is it worth it, or is it not? Like, you don't want them to get the wrong idea, but also, like, you don't want to be rude.
Yeah, you don't want to be rude because, like, what if they super like you and then you...
Yeah, and you're just like, no, sorry, I don't think you're cute.
And then there's that awkward conversation like, yo, I just want to clarify, like,
yeah.
did you match with me? And then you got to be like, nah.
No, sorry.
I've had, like, 3 conversations like that, and they never talk to me anymore.
Really?
Yeah.
Honestly, I probably wouldn't even address it. I would just be like, ooh, sorry.
Just like, nah, get out of the way. So, I mean, have you used anything else other than Tinder and Bumble?
No. Well, okay, I did make a Farmers Only account one time, but
Really?
that was just purely for the laughs, you know?
Purely for the laughs?
Yeah.
What, you're not a farmer? Or
I
are you?
mean, no, but I don't know, like to see all the goofy guys on there. It's weird.
Oh, God. Like, what kind of goofy guys are on there, then?
It's just, like, very country guys. And, like, I thought that they would all be, like, older men, but honestly, there's, like, young guys on there. So
Really?
that's kind of weird to me, but...
I just imagine guys that look like... I don't think you've met him, but my little yeah, you've met him. Yeah, that's right. 'Cause
Trevor.
you showed him up, and it was hilarious. But I just imagine guys on there like that, where they're like, yeah, just a country boy from a small town or something.
Yeah, I feel like that's how it is. I don't know. I wonder if Trevor has a Farmers Only. I could so see that for him.
No, I had to beg him to try to getting a Tinder.
Really?
Yeah, because he just wasn't about it, like, freshman year. And he's probably, if he ever listens to this, I'm sorry. I'm totally, like, sharing stories of us. But I was just like, dude, get a Tinder. And he goes, why, man? Like, that's not me. And I'm like, dude, but, like, the stories you'll have just by the interactions alone.
And I feel like it's, like, a good way to, like, meet people, not just to, like, date them or, like, hook up, but, like, actually, like, connect with them.
I've made a lot of friends, actually, through there. Because, like, I'll either recognize them and be like, hey, I saw you in my class.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
No interest, but, like, I recognized you. And then, like, I've had probably one of my best friends for, like, over a year was I met, like, actually officially talked through Tinder, but she recognized me because of something I said in a class.
Really? That's funny. Yeah. I don't know. I feel like it's just, like, a good way to connect with people. I don't know.
I also think it helps, like, with, like, socializing skills a little bit.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I like that Tinder is a thing, but also, like, I feel like it kind of takes away from, like, the face-to-face interaction, if you know what I mean. Like, meeting someone in person, but...
You got to find that balance. Like, I think Tinder is a good gateway, but, like, you have to be willing to make that next step.
Yeah. I don't know. I just feel like I prefer face-to-face interaction rather than, like, Snapchat messages in the same room.
Yeah, but you of all people know that there are people that get intimidated too easily.
I guess, but...
I feel like that's more of a guy thing, though.
Is it? I don't know.
I think guys are more intimidated to go and talk to girls than girls think they are. Do you disagree with me there?
I mean, I don't know. It makes sense, but I don't know. Just be confident, you know? Like, they're just a person.
That is a fair point. I don't know. Although I will say, it definitely is nice to see whenever you see a girl do that. I mean, like, I don't care at the end of the day. Like, I really don't mind. In fact, I would much rather have it to where the guy does it, right? Because I think there's something that a lot of guys don't have if they do that. But if a girl does it, I think that really shows them apart from the rest because they're putting almost like their neck on the line. But
yeah, I mean, I know what you mean. I get it.
Yeah. So, I'm trying to think. I had another question here. Funny bios. You remember any particular?
I mean, I think my bio is pretty funny, but...
What is your bio?
Yeah, so no judgment here, but my bio is looking for a black man for obvious reasons. So, you know, I get some pretty funny messages from that, like, you know, white guys being like, oh, well, I'm not black, but, you know.
Oh, God.
I don't know. I kind of love it, though.
I feel like you're baiting them, but, like...
I don't know.
For the joke, but...
Yeah, it's just funny, you know, like, something to, like... that they can talk to me about, but...
You ever get any creepy guys that kind of use that?
Yeah, kind of. More on Bumble, honestly. Like,
really?
You'll message them once, and, like, there's this one guy, his name's Tyrone, sorry to add him, but, like...
Is he ever going to listen to this? Probably not.
Probably not, but he, like, literally messages me, like, every day, and I'm like, dude, I'm not replying. Like, I'm about to unmatch with you. I'm sorry, like...
Like, take the hint.
I know, exactly. Like, God, leave me alone a little bit. I'm so sorry.
I don't understand that train of thinking. Like, the whole stalker mentality is just kind of weird.
Yeah, kind of weird. But what's the funniest bio you've seen? Or what's your bio?
I think my bio is, I change it all the time because, like, I always look at it a week later and, like, wow, that sucks. Like,
okay, so.
But I think the only thing I ever had something substantial was, like, I'm 5'10", but 5'11" on a good day.
Oof, yeah.
Like, because, you know, I find that's the one thing guys have against them. If they're not 6 foot, they're automatically not seen as.
I kind of like when guys put their height in their bio. Because, like, on Bumble, it's, like, one of the...
Yeah, I like
option
that.
things, yeah.
I wish Tinder did that because
Me too.
It would be really nice. Although I do think Bumble, it's like some of the questions I'm like, you don't need to know that. Like, what is it? Like, religion?
Like, do you want kids and stuff? I'm
like,
God.
Shouldn't you be asking that?
I know, exactly. But, I
like,
mean, I guess if you're actually using it to date, like, that would be a good...
Yeah. But Bumble just feels a lot more like the people that just can't make it on Tinder. Is that mean to say?
Okay, no,
Is that mean to say? Because
I don't think it's mean, but I don't know. I just feel like the people on Bumble, they're more like, I don't know. I don't want to say better looking, but like they're more there to date. You know, Tinder is more like to hook up.
They're taking it seriously.
Yeah, they're taking it seriously and they're like looking for something, you know.
So, well, if you say that and you say you prefer Tinder more, I'm not making any assumptions, but like,
I mean, I don't know. I just feel like Tinder, that's more like...
You just think that's the culture of it?
Yeah, you know, I don't know. That's just more me, like more laid back, you know, where Bumble, it's like, actually, I feel like boys ask me on dates and stuff, and I'm like, oh, God, that's just like a lot of commitment right now.
You're like, I just saw a picture of you
and
thought
know.
It was cute.
I'm like, God, I don't know if I'm ready for that. But like Tinder, it's like, all right, like, let's hang out one night, you know? It'll be like a one-time thing, and that'll be fine.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, my problem is whenever, like, I try making plans with someone on Tinder or Bumble, it's like, my luck is, it's just like it never works with my schedule. And I think that's just because I'm a busy person. So it's almost like the dating app is not built for a busy person, like, ever.
I don't know. You got to make time, I guess.
Yeah, and that's true. And I blame college for that. Mm-hmm. And being a part of 16 classes and... like 20 different groups. I'm exaggerating.
Oh, I was
like,
oh my God, what?
I mean, I am involved, but like,
yeah.
I just exaggerate for the sake of time.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I don't know. Like, there was a time I liked Bumble more, but I think I like Tinder for more of the laid-back feeling. Like, even though there is more of a hookup culture on there, I definitely think people don't take it as seriously. Mm-hmm. So it's kind of nice that you can, like, just have that one conversation. It's like, hey, I talked this dude or this guy or girl, whatever you're doing, and just like had a funny conversation, and it's a funny story, but I don't know. Like I said, I don't take it seriously that much anymore.
Yeah, me neither. I feel like I'm a junior, so it's like I'm only gonna be here for like another year and a half, so it's
right.
really.
And imagine using it after college. It seems like such a college thing.
I know, which honestly, I feel like I probably will, if we're gonna be honest here.
Yeah.
Just because, like, how else do you really meet people besides like you
go to a bar?
I guess, but like, I don't know. I just know like where I'm from, the guys that hang out at the bars, that's not what I'm looking for.
Yeah, whenever I ask, like, usually older women, like, and I'm talking to them, they're always like, oh God, I met my ex-husband at a bar, and I'm like, okay.
Sorry about it. Yeah.
Ugh.
Speaking of older women, what is your age range on Tinder?
Age range?
Yeah.
I usually stick with like a 4 range, like 2 behind and 2 above.
Okay.
I figured that's a good way to go, especially when you're younger.
Yeah.
For guys, it's weird because it's like, I mean, I know I've had plenty of interactions with like freshmen here who are just turning 19, and like I just feel weird as like a junior. I feel weird
too. No, for sure. I feel like literally like a creep ass being like, hey, do you want to hang out? Like.
I remember earlier this year, and our mutual friend Joe.
Yeah.
He's like the little devil on my shoulder sometimes. Just like, hey, she thought you were cute, and it was a incoming freshman. I'm just like, no, dude.
Yeah, no, like, I don't know. I feel like I'm looking for someone a little bit more mature. Mm-hmm. So, like, if it's actually someone that I'm going to see on, like, a, consistent basis, like, I'm not going to go for a freshman.
Right, like, and I don't even look at it as a mature thing. I just remember when I was a freshman guy, like, no freshman girl, like, well, barely any freshman girls really dated people the same age as them. They always wanted older. So it was like, I always saw, and I'm not talking about me specifically, I always saw, like, guys my age get fed up that, like, girls our age would date older than them. And I was like, dude, what do you expect? They can buy alcohol. Mm-hmm. They're usually mature. Like,
yeah, that's how it is, honestly.
Yeah.
But I don't know. You just got to, like, figure out kind of what you want, like, age-wise. And I feel like in college, like, I don't know, I just feel like the maturity thing is, like, a big deal for me, you know? Like, I'm not trying to date a little boy, you know?
I've encountered, like, actually recently this year, I know a freshman guy who's dating a senior girl right now.
Yikes. Okay, good for him.
Right when I heard that, I just looked at him and I was like, oh, well, good for you. And he was like, yeah, my dad just looked at me and went, nice. And I was like, oh, how encouraging.
Yeah.
Right? So, I don't know. There is a weird culture with the age thing, but I kind of agree with the maturity thing. I think it makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, for sure.
And I don't really have anything against it like some guys do, apparently. Do you have any, like, closing thoughts or any final statements you want to make about Tinder? Any hot takes?
I don't know. If you see me on Tinder, swipe right.